get started with Lifestyle Wednesday. If you're just joining us, Karibu Tena Sana. You missed the GMK news brief and the traffic update, but don't worry, Doreen Arange will be back at the top of the hour to let us know how the situation will be looking on the roads as of then. But for now, let's get started with our lifestyle interview for today. And this one is about nail care. And to help us with this discussion, we have a gent with us in studio who has been in the nail care business and he's doing so well. And we just want to get to know a bit about his journey and how it has been for him before we even get to know how to take care of our nails. Ladies, the struggle has been epic. I have been there. I have suffered the consequences. When they say sometimes cheap is expensive and expensive is cheap, I have seen both sides of the divide, and that's why we want to have this discussion and just try to understand what more can we do to take care of our nails and even our fellow gents out there. Kujipaka clear polish siu mama, it is actually good for your nails. So to help us with this discussion, we have John Gatiba, who is the founder of Polycarp Nails Beauty Parlour. Karibu sana.
Asante.
We're glad you're with us this morning.
Thank you.
To school us.
Thank you.
All right, so kama kawaida, questions, comments, clarifications, anything that you may be having. My ladies, those basic questions that you always want to know, that you are struggling with when it comes to how to take care of your nails, please feel free to send them through using the hashtag Good Morning Kenya on Twitter. Our official station handle is at KBC Television. My handle is at Jane Wamboi across all social media platforms. And of course, our SMS line is up and running. 20154 is the number. So shoot them through. I will be glad to assist. As basic, as common, as nonsensical as they may be, please send them through. You never know. This will be the day that you get the response that you actually have been needing when it comes to how you take care of your nails. But before we even get to know how to take care of our nails, let's get to know the man himself. Karibu sana once again.
Asante.
And maybe you can give us your social media handles before we even get started. Ndio ile kamera yako pale, salimia watu na utupe your social handles.
Good morning, Kenya. My name is John Gatiba, also known as Polycarp. Polycarp is also my name. I'm a nail technician by profession. I specialize with nails.
Social media handles?
Social media handles are Polycarp_nails. That is for Instagram, and still Polycarp_nails for Facebook. You can follow us, you can check what we do. We have an official number,
yes,
which is 0788 300 301, 0788 300 301.
All right. So before we even get started to how, we take care of our nails, today we're talking about men in the beauty industry. And we just want to know a bit about your journey. You did not just, decide learn in the beauty industry. It was a journey. And maybe we could go back to when it all started. And let's start with when your post-high school experience. Kilendaje ndo ukajipata in this beauty industry?
Okay. My education, I've gone up to high school.
All right.
And from 4 level.
Yes.
Then from that point, I got employed as early as I was 19 years, I think.
Okay.
Then I worked in a tea processing factory for 7 years.
7 years?
Yes.
Okay.
So from that point, it's far from Nairobi. It's in my home area. Then I moved to Nairobi in 2015. 2015 June, I got employed at an industrial area.
As a what?
As a salesperson.
Okay.
I used to be the reception area.
Okay.
For the sales. Then, around 2008, I got so much interest with beauty and everything. Well, I wasn't so sure about beauty or what it entails, but I had so much interest in polish. I could just pick a normal clear polish and just polish my nails, then just remove. I don't want to create attention.
Yeah, try sex now, mikono zako.
Yeah, I don't want to create attention that time.
Yeah.
Then eventually it stopped because I was so much involved with the manufacturing and
the sales side of the divide.
Of the tea that time. So when I came to Nairobi around 2016, January, I inquired about beauty at Beauty Point, and then they gave me the brochure, and I felt, this is too heavy for me. I don't have even fees to pay this. So I managed to pay for 2 months. I was supposed to learn for 7 months.
The course was 7 months, but you only managed to pay for 2 months.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I managed to learn how to do manicure and pedicure.
You got the basics.
I dropped.
Okay.
I didn't manage to go on. Well,
Yeah.
I really hustled and really put so much effort to achieve this dream.
Yeah.
I never gave up. Even at one given point, I never gave up. But there are those challenges you wake up and you feel, wow. Should I continue doing this?
Yeah.
Should I stop? Then you remember, I have a dream to achieve. That's always when I say, dreams are valid. Dreams are valid, and it's good to dream during the day. You'll see the dream.
So don't lose sight of that dream.
Don't lose sight on that dream.
Yeah.
So at that point, I started making polishing now. That normal polish, I started doing that. Then I never stopped when I dropped from Beauty Point. Then I came to learn other nail technologies.
So when you were also still teaching yourself on the side, you were still working?
Yeah, I was still working in the industrial area.
Okay.
So I started learning, there are more technologies on nails. How do I get this? At that time I got to YouTube.
Ukajua YouTube
the
University.
Internet. So YouTube became my babe.
Nayo.
Yes, so I used to research so much about nails every day in, day out. And until today, I still go to YouTube.
You still do your research.
I always tell people, even those I train, there are some people who approach me, I want you to train, they approach me and tell me, I want you to train me about this and this and this. I always tell them, every day, every week, every month, there's something new on YouTube about nails. Myself, I specialize with nails. So this time I'm posting the nails, to be specific, my wife, then she was just a friend. She used to be my dummy.
And we're going to try everything on her hand.
Yes, she has been with me along this journey until now. So every weekend I used to polish her nails, something different. I take a picture, I post on Facebook. That's how social media has really helped me to achieve my dream. Every day, every weekend, she comes, we change and polish another color. Now, the biggest challenge was getting the best shot of that look.
The work
I struggled to get those shots. Like you go, I remember there's one. There's this plastic tanks we usually store outside, and we used to go and place the hands on top of that cover to get, it's black, so you need to get maybe a darker face or maybe a brighter face to get that good look with the camera. Then I didn't have a good camera. I didn't have a good phone. So even if you go to my archives, you'll see the old pictures, they are not as good.
Was it a trauma?
Yes. But I never gave up.
Yeah.
So I posted. And then there is this guy, it's called Richie, who's my friend. He noticed my work online. He called. He was my first employer in beauty or in salon. I thank him. He made my way. He showed me the way to go in. When he approached me, he told me, you can make good money in this business. And I was like, what is good money? And
as opposed to a salaried employment every month you're gonna do.
So he told me, I'll be paying, you'll be getting a commission. And I was like, well, in my mind, I don't even know what a commission is. How does a commission work? I was so scared. So I went to the other previous boss, and I told him, the time he was giving me employment in his place, I promised him, I have a dream to achieve. Yes. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. I thank that man. He's a very good man. Thank you for giving me this opportunity, but I promise you I'm not here to stay. You're not here to stay. I have a dream to achieve. Yeah. I want to be an employer very soon. I want to create employment. in this country. I've achieved that. I thank God for that.
What?
So that time, when
Yeah.
I met Richie, he really encouraged me. showed
And
me
which
the
year
way.
was that when you met Richie?
Still 2016.
Still 2016.
Yeah,
Towards the end?
No,
Mid?
around mid 2016.
Okay.
Now that's like after a year, because I work in an industry area. I worked for that for the company, Sail Belt company, for 13 months.
Okay.
So I left there on September.
All right.
September, I came to this Tomboya Street World Business. That's where I started. I didn't know anything about gel, so I found, actually, people here, they don't even do the normal polish. And
No,
I'm
Mazoea, normal
surprised.
polish.
Yes, I'm surprised, like, God, what do I do?
Yeah.
Now, what is this? So there's this polish, you polish, you don't have to wait or shake your hands for it to dry.
Natengiza koka
So-
something flani.
So I was a bit like, wow. And that's the time I started researching what's gel polish. At that time, before I came to his place, when I came and he showed me his place,
Yeah.
I learned, now that's the time I got so much interest, like, oh, so there is gel. And then he told me there is a machine, you put your hand in. Now that was my understanding. You put your hand in and the nails are, the polish is dried up. A machine that dries up a polish, what's
Culture shock.
that? Immediately I was so much interested. I bought a machine at 2000 and I bought 6 polishes. Top
Gel
coat, biscuit,
polish.
and 4 colors. I didn't know they were bad quality. Too bad. But in the process now when I came to his salon,
Yeah.
the biggest challenge, to talk about the challenges when starting, was the products I bought, they were not genuine products.
They were bootleg.
Yes.
Now, even before we get to now, when you were starting to just learn the craft, here you are. You started off by just, trying it on your fingernails, then you wipe it off because of, you didn't want to create that attention around you because of, were you afraid of what people would think about you if they saw you with polish, being a man, or what was it?
Well, I think at that time, I didn't even care what people will think about me. But that's the time I was only fighting to achieve my dream. So I didn't really care about. Then when I found, oh, so there are even other men in this industry.
Yes.
I got so much
That was more
encouraged.
reassuring.
Yes. So
As opposed to when you were just trying to even find your footing?
yeah, because now when I came to the salon, I was like, wow, these are classy women. There are those, when you even walk in, a person walks in and you even fear approaching that person because you feel this woman is so classy and how do I even approach this person?
Yeah.
And you feel you are less of more or less standard than that person. So there was that fear.
So you were also struggling with, just trying to find your footing, to know how to even approach clients.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I had to fight that and to know how to approach a client. If you ask most of my clients whom I met in 2016,
Yes.
they'll tell you how I used to like 2 weeks ago, the other Saturday, a client came and she reminded me of how consistent I was and how persistent I was. I approached her for 3 times and she gave in the 4th time. And every time I went to her, when she's in the waiting at the reception, I used to greet her. I introduce myself like I've never met her, and then request if she would just accept I make her nails. And she didn't tell me, not today.
Alikataa mara tatu.
Yes.
Look at you now. Hey, you're a loyal customer now.
She reminded me that the other Saturday,
Yeah.
she came to my place and she told me, wow, I love what you have become today, and I'm so proud of you. I'm also so proud of myself. I thank God.
All right.
At the same point, there are those people who've really supported me, my dad, mom, my mom-in-law, for praying for us and everything. The time I was starting, I remember Dad gave me some money. When I told him, now, I'm very serious, I want to do this. I've dropped the other job. Excuse me. I've dropped the other job, and now
You want to go this
I really
way.
want to go this way.
Yeah.
And he can confess I've never disappointed him.
All right. Now, being a man in the beauty industry, when you were starting up, even you were shocked to find other men in the salon. Do you feel there is a general, stereotypical environment when it comes to men who are in the beauty industry, as opposed to, having a more accepting environment for men in the beauty industry, especially in the nail field? Because, hair we've come to normalize it. But when it comes to doing nails, do you think there's this stereotypical environment in the society about men who are actually doing nails?
Okay.
From what you have experienced?
It depends with a person. There are people who will view you as who will view you negatively, and there are people who will view you in a positive way.
Yeah.
At times, you'll hear some people say, it's either you're there for money or just to pass time or to have a good time. But I can tell you for sure, if you're interested in this beauty area, trust me, you can achieve what you want. Either you are a woman or you are a man.
Gender knows no, business knows no gender, so they say. Yeah. Now, at what point did you realize, I have done this, I have been employed for a while, and now I want to start my own business? When did that realization happen for you?
Okay. Well, my former employer, Richie, he was a very good friend. If I was to say, I can state it that it happened. So I used to approach him and tell him, you know what, boss, me, I really want to do something different in nails. We used to talk so much. And after working at his place now, it's another coincidence, I worked at his place for 13 months. I felt there's something I'm missing. And there's something that I want. And if I want something, I'm usually very aggressive. And if I want something, I'll get it, especially in beauty or nail industry. And there are people who can really tell you that.
Yes.
So I started doing my research. And I had all the products I used to use, they were all mine. Because another thing that I did, when I got employment at his place, my sales really became consistent. And every coin I used to get, it was funny. I couldn't even buy a shoe or a trouser. I just stick to my old things. Every coin I used to deduct my rent, my transport for a month, and food. Every other coin, I used to go to the shop. Products, machines. I used to even to buy excess, and I used to keep some of them in the house. So there was a point I had more than I needed. But then later I came to realize it's not even enough. That's the time I started to see I now must move. I must work on my own.
It's time.
It's time. When I started working on my own,
yes,
I went and rented a station, a working station. That working station, there are people who can tell you that they were not so much pleased about the working station. Because I've moved from a better station to a worse one, to a less better compared to what I had.
Where you were.
So most of my regular clients complained, but I promised them,
it's just for a
actually,
while.
I'm not here to stay for long. I'm getting a bigger space.
Yeah.
And within 6 months, I opened now my own place at 680. That's last year, March. No, end of March, that is April. So everyone was impressed. And now when I went to 680, I got so many referrals. That same year, I found my work going to a local newspaper. And last year, actually, it appeared like, I think, 4 times. I got lucky, it appeared 4 times.
Just climbing the heights, climbing the heights, climbing the heights.
I thank God for that.
Yes.
And with that, I got so many approaches from all over. I can testify, I can say I have clients countrywide.
All right.
Not necessarily in Nairobi.
All right.
Yeah.
So now here you are. You have moved from employment, where you're being paid on commission basis, to your own caboose that wasn't very appealing to your clients, to eventually moving to your own shop. And now here you are starting afresh. And now let's talk a bit about nail care in itself, because I think that is an area that so many women struggle with out there when it comes to how we take care of our nails. I can attest to the fact that I have had my nails damaged, I have had them recover, I have had them damaged in an effort of trying to find somewhere you can have your nails properly done and not break the bank while at it. So let's talk a bit about nail care even in itself. You had mentioned, when you were starting off, you bought products that were not legit, and they in turn were not even good for the client. When it comes to using, genuine products for nail care for your clients, how do you go about determining genuine products for your clients even, and what suits your clients even in the first place?
Okay. Before I get to nail care, we are no longer at 680. We expanded to Kilimani.
So you moved shops?
Yeah.
Okay.
So nail care. Nail care is very important for everyone, or every woman, or every man, because your nails are very important and they talk so much about yourself.
Yeah.
When it comes to nail care, you must choose wisely. What do I use? Now that's the nail technician. What do I use on the nails? Is this product? There's some products which have some elements which are very corrosive to the nails. There's a time you do your nail today. Tomorrow, you will hear some people say, I'm allergic to gel. It's not that they're allergic to gel.
It's the product that was used.
It's the product that was used that has a component which
triggers an allergy.
He or she is allergic to it. Those gels, they are not really good for your nails. I don't want to just mention names, but make sure your nail technician uses a very good quality, either nail polish, gel polish, the builder gels, or the nail extension things.
Whatever product that they use.
Yes, whatever the product they use. I've happened to get more clients in the name of the product I use. Specifically in the name of the product I use. Because there are some people who I always then tell my clients, if you come when you are new and your nails are damaged, I always ask, what product have you used? 98% they don't know.
Yes.
That's the biggest problem. Every time you go to do your nails, make sure you know what is the product that's being used on your nails.
Okay.
It's part of your health.
Yes. Now, the other question is, when it comes to, we like long nails, and in most cases, you might not always have natural nails that grow that long, so you choose to have extensions. When it comes to having nail extension, what is safe and what is not safe? Because in most cases, so many women tend to use tips, the plastic tips. Are they even safe to use even in the first place?
To be honest, not so many people like this. But to be honest, one, I do my research day in, day out. Like almost every day, I get to learn something different, like I said. Tips, stick-ons. If you ask my clientele, I stopped using like 1.5 years ago.
Okay.
Or like 1 year ago, yes. More than a year. Reason being, they are plastic. That's one. So what do you use to stick this plastic?
Glue.
Use a glue. It's that glue, when you open, you can feel some itch on the eye if it gets or if you smell the glue. I don't know the term to use, but it's not good for your nails. Practically, go and check. If you're using a tip or a stick-on, practically go and check the time of removing that tip. The area that was sticked with glue on that nail plate, then check the difference of the where the nail glue didn't
Whoa,
touch,
yeah.
you'll see the difference. I'm not discouraging people to stop using
Tips.
tips and stick-ons,
Yeah.
but truth be told,
They're not the best.
they're not the best. The reason why I always tell my clientele, I'm using the best product. There's something we call, excuse me, a nail foam. A nail foam, you just come and put it here. It's like a paper. You put it on the free edge of the nail. Then you do sculpting.
You sort of mold the nail.
Yes,
over.
you mold the nail. When you are done, you press the paper, you remove the paper, you are left with the
extension.
extension.
All right.
That's the product that comes from the cuticle area to the length that you wanted.
So there's no glue involved.
There's no glue involved, there's no plastic nails.
Now, the other option is acrylics, and there has been cases where people are saying, you know, I'm addicted to acrylics. Are acrylics safe? As opposed to, you know, tukona stick-ons and tips, lazima ka glue ka includiwe. Now, acrylics, in most cases, there isn't glue, but there's that ka primer. It smells like vinegar. And then there's now that, there's the liquid bit of the acrylic and the powder bit that get to be zinachanganyishwa, magic, applied on your nail. Are they safe?
Acrylics versus, I'll put it as acrylics versus SNS nails. SNS nails lies in the gum gel, the builder gel.
Those ones that don't need even glue in the first place.
They don't need glue. The same case, acrylics doesn't need glue.
Yes.
But there are people who will use tips, then they put an overlay of acrylics.
Acrylic, yeah.
So let me put this straight. Acrylics, compared to SNS nails, SNS are better.
And compared to tips, acrylics are better?
No.
No. Okay.
They are not better than tips.
Yes.
They're in the same. Because at the end of the day, in a way, they damage your nails. The only way that they won't damage your nails, it's going for a refill, excuse me, at the right time. If you go for a refill at the right time, the nail won't have lifted. But if you stay for longer, the nails start lifting from backwards. That lifting, it comes out with some layer of your nail.
That is true.
With that, you start losing you start losing the structure of your nail.
Okay.
With time, you will feel like your nail is like a paper. It's as light as a paper.
It becomes so weak.
Yeah, it becomes so weak, which is not good for your nails. SNS nails, I always tell people it's very practical. Put on an acrylic here, put on an SNS nail here, hit them. Don't do that practical, it's so painful. Hit them with the same object. The acrylic will break with your nail. An SNS nail will just break the product. It won't break your nail.
Now, another question that so many women struggle with out there is when it comes to removing those tips and the acrylics. In most cases, your nails have to be soaked in either acetone or some remover. And for me, I can attest to the fact that sometimes unaambiwanga ukianza kusikia joto, ndio it's ready. Acetone and remover, when it comes to removing all these tips and acrylics, are they even safe for the fingernails even in the first place? Because they have a burning sensation and it's still being used in most of these nail bars.
Acetone is not safe for your nails. It's the first product, maybe someone won't like this. It's the first product that makes your nail weak. Reason being, the moment you soak your nails, it penetrates through the cuticle area and gets to your nail cells.
That's why you look a bit white on your...
So the time you are removing that, your hand, excuse me, your nails from the acetone, you find the skin has discolored.
Yes.
Or has turned a bit whitish. I just want to ask you practically, what is happening to your nail cells? The same thing. It's burning your nail cells.
Yeah.
It's damaging your nail cells. So, it's not good. And I've not used acetone for maybe 2 years, I'm sure. For the last 2 years, I have not used acetone.
So what is the safest way of removing all these, forms of polish? Because saa zingine hadi zina file yangu na nail file to just try and, buff it off.
Okay.
Is that a safer option?
It's a safer option, but you have to be very keen not to get now to the nail bed and continue filing or buffing the nail bed. The best way of removing this, what I use, it's called a nail drill. A nail drill has drill bits, which, it's running at a high speed.
Yeah.
So you just remove. If you visit my page, you can see it practically, the way it works, and it doesn't interfere with your nail plate at all.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, and when it comes to how often we do our nails, is there a recommended time frame when you're supposed to stay with these nails for this while? Because we like it when they stay long enough. Nasikia 8 weeks strong, 6 weeks growth, 7 weeks growth. Is there a recommended time where you're supposed to stay with a specific set of nails, especially when you have those additives?
My advice to my clientele is, if I make your nails today, expect you to come after 4 weeks.
Max?
Maximum 6 weeks. Don't stay with your nail polish or a nail product on your nails more than 6 weeks. Go and change. Let me put, like, it's now expired. Go and change that look. It's good to keep your nails healthy and in that order. You will never either break a nail. The risk you take when you have a product, the nail is growing. Like I told you, the nail grows from here to this point with 3 months. So the more the nail is growing, the product is on the free edge. So what happens? This side, the nail gets more weight. And it becomes, how do you call it?
It's more prone to breaking?
Yeah, it's more prone to breaking. So you should go and do a fresh one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, when you have gone through different nail bars, like you have gone through, a recovery period for like 2 months, I had damaged nails. My nail bed, my nail plate was very damaged. It was very sensitive. It was very thin because of, I was soaked in acetone for a bit too long. And my nails were long, but they came out so paper-light. And I had to cut them. And even the nail bed was still very weak, very thin, very damaged. When it comes to trying to recover from damaged nails, how would you go about this for our ladies out there? There's somebody out there who's struggling to recover from damaged nails. What would you recommend, the proper regimen when it comes to taking care of your nails to just recover and go back to that safe zone?
Okay. There's home remedy and there's what I do.
Let's start with the home remedy for those who are not, economically able to, go to a nail technician out there.
If you really want to maintain your nail plate,
yes,
just go to any cooking oil and check if it has vitamin E in it. Warm the oil, just dip.
Cooking oil?
Yes.
Mafuta ya kupika?
Yes,
Aya.
Specifically kama ikona vitamin E. Kama haina vitamin E, haitakusaidia.
Okay.
Haitakusaidia. So there's castor oil, there's almond, there's olive. All those oils, they are very rich in vitamin E.
All right.
Now, if you come to me, the only mine will be better because I have a consistent temperature. Because I have a temperature regulator, which makes sure when your nails are inside that treatment machine, the heat is very constant.
The oil needs to be warm?
Yeah, you need to warm the oil.
Okay.
So if you're doing it at home, make sure you warm the oil and don't burn yourself. Equal
to warm enough that you can be able to dip your hands in comfortably.
Comfortably.
Okay.
Then at that time, now you need to open up your cuticle area.
Na kale kanyamu. Kanitangwa je cuticle remover.
The pusher.
Pusher, that one.
Pusher.
Yes.
You can use a pusher.
Okay.
You can use a nail drill.
Okay.
If you're a nail tech. So you might do that and you feel like it's not working. Mine will work better because the way I'll open the cuticle line for the oil to penetrate is better than maybe at home. Then also better because of the temperatures. that are very constant.
And also not to injure yourself.
Yes.
Because wengine wetu moderation inakuanga shida.
So when you are treating the nail,
Yeah.
remember, you're not treating the physical nail. You are treating the nail cells.
From
That's
the
why
inside.
the oil needs to penetrate through the cuticle area to the nail cells. So you'll start seeing change on your nail like after 3 to 4 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, after you have healed from those damaged nails and your nails have recovered, and you still want to go get your nails done, and there's this whole debate about UV lamps and LED lamps. I can tell you for a fact that I've gone to some places, they use the UV lamp, and my nails were good. And some places, they use the UV lamp, and my fingernails tend to become swollen the next day and 2-3 days post that. UV lamps and LED lamps, which one is safer to use?
LED, of course.
Yeah.
It's better than, it has less UV. It has controlled UV rays. And then, for my case, at my spa, we use a sunscreen. Before I put you on that machine, when I'm applying, I put a sunscreen on your hand to protect your skin. Because I don't want you to come and you find from this part, the part that gets in things,
It's darker.
it's dark compared to the rest part of the skin.
Yeah.
So, when you come to the machine now itself, now we still have quality and good quality and low quality. Get the good quality because it won't cost you much. It's expensive, yes. It's small, it's expensive, but it will be very good for your clients because it won't damage the skin.
Yes.
Number 2, check the power, the watts. There are some that are very hot. The moment you just put your hand there and you feel like it's like I'm being baked.
Yeah.
You see? So my advice is don't use a machine that's more than around 48 watts.
So 48 watts should be the max?
It should be the maximum. And then it depends on what you are doing. There are gels, which are the light-colored gels. They get dry.
They cure faster.
They cure faster than the dark colors. So the
Okay.
dark colors put for 2 minutes. That's another thing. There's this, if I get every time I get a new clientele, you find like when I tell them, now it's time to put your hand on the curing machine. So the time it goes off, she removes the hand and puts it back. That's wrong. The timer that is used by the manufacturer on that machine is very, very accurate, drying the nail polish, and you should not dry it more. So the more you put your hand there, the more you are damaging your skin. So it has a timer. The modern ones, they have a timer. You put your hand, when it's off, that's it.
So
wait for the next hand.
urudishe tena ati ndio ikiwe further, ndio ikauke vizuri
ati ndio
kabisa.
There's that argument ati ndio itakauka kabisa. The moment there are those even colors that get cured with 30 seconds, 60 seconds, 1.5, maximum 2 minutes.
All right. And I have someone here on SMS who's actually asking in regards to when you're having your nails cured, she's requested anonymity. When you're having your nails cured and there's a burning sensation on your nail plate, what could be the cause? Is it the wax or the kind of polish, or what could be the cause? There's a burning sensation on your fingernails.
Yeah. That happens with the machine, the wax.
If it's too high.
Yeah, if it's too high. And the product. The machine I use, there are products that when they are being cured, when they are getting attached and they are drying and getting attached to the nail, there's some heating effect. That heating can be transferred, and you feel like, wow, I'm getting it's like I'm getting some burns. So my machine has 2 stages. For those products, now for the operator, the nail technician, they have to know. They have to be enlightened about this. Which products need a lower heat? So it has a high heat mode and a low heat mode. So it's for the nail technician to switch to a low heat mode. Yeah, that's
depending on the product.
Yeah, depending on the product.
Okay.
Especially the ones we use on the extensions. They need more heat to dry up. So if they need more heat to dry up, but they have a trick. You must use the low heat mode.
Low heat and stay longer?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, another question is when it comes to when we are just from the salon and you want to take care of your nails, how do we go about, because some of us what would you say some of the biggest mistakes that even your clients have come back to you? You've done a very beautiful set of nails. A week later, anarudi imevunjika. When it comes to some of those common mistakes that we women tend to make when it comes to our nail care, what are some of those, and what do you think we need to change and improve on when it comes to how we take care of our nails?
So the first thing, don't use your nails as tools.
Finya, kujikuna, kuinua.
Kujikuna, it's allowed.
No.
If you scratch with your nail,
yeah,
it cannot break your nail. Scratching it cannot break your nail.
Yeah.
But there are those times you lifting this and using your nail. Just use your palm. That will help.
Typing?
Typing has no problem.
Okay.
Because you're not typing like this. You're just moving your fingers around.
All right.
But now when you hit your nail, definitely it will be painful. It might break. But specifically, never use your nails as tools, like to pull something, pick something, especially heavy things. And remember, the most affected nail is the index finger and the thumb.
Vijako kabaton ka lift.
Yes.
Natumia kucha.
So if you're using, maybe pressing something, press using
the print area.
Yeah, the print area.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Then what else?
The common other mistakes that most of us usually make, and what can we even do to improve on that?
Don't remove your nail product on your nails by yourself. Go to a nail technician. Let them do that. And let them do that in the right way.
All right.
Yes.
All right. So as we bring the conversation to a close, when it comes to the do's and don'ts of nail care at home, you've just mentioned about, regular treatments. When you're recovering from damaged nails, treatment is recommended. Now, if you are able to do it at home, is this something that you can be doing every once so often, on a monthly basis, after 2 months? How often would you recommend when it comes to the care of nails and the treatment especially? How often should one do it?
There are people with the very high level of keratin on their nails. The same case with hair. There are people who just don't need the treatment. There are people who have come for nails, have done their own nails for almost a year, and the nail is still fine. No breaking, no furrows, no ridges. The nail is so fine. Now, if you have a weak nail, it's good to do after every 3 months. That's what I recommend.
The oil treatment?
Yes.
Okay.
If you want to get a very fast improvement, do it once in every month. You do that treatment. You can do the treatment and do anything that you wanted to do on the nails.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, as we bring the conversation to a close, Ukweli, what would you like to advise other, nail technicians out there who are still trying to find their footing, and when it comes to doing your research before you even decide to practice on somebody's hands out there? Your advice to upcoming nail technicians and the importance of doing your research before you start practicing on other people's nails.
My advice to upcoming is that never give up. Hope and faith goes together. If you want to achieve your dream, fight for it. Fight for it. Never stop dreaming. Continue and follow that dream and never give up. Never be discouraged by anyone. Fight for that dream. You will get what you want. Then be very persistent and very consistent. Do your research. If you're doing, then practice makes more perfect. If you don't practice, you might remain at the same level you were yesterday. You'll just be timing up. Yes. Research on new things. Get to YouTube. YouTube has everything. And it's free. It's free. Just need bundles. If you want to get the product, just visit me. I'll direct you direct to the shop that you need to buy the good products. What else? I think that's that. Yeah.
do your research and go for quality products if you are a nail tech. And if you're hoping to become a good nail tech, you know, just keep practicing, don't lose hope, and have faith in your craft. All right. Thank you so much for coming through. We appreciate you making time to be with us this morning.
Thank you so much.
We have been talking about men in the beauty industry, and of course, linking it to what he does, and that is in the nail business. He is a nail technician. You can find him on all social media platforms, Polycarp_Nails. Yeah. That is his social media handles. You can go ahead and check out his work, and you know he's open to teaching you if you're looking to learn how you can go about this new techniques that are coming about with technology when it comes to nail art and, you know, the technical bit about nail care. He is John Gatiba Kanyu, who's also the founder of Polycarp Nails Beauty Parlour. Thank you so much. We appreciate you so much. And remember, this has been Lifestyle Wednesday. We do continue with the conversation right here, but right now we want to take a very quick break, but we'll be back. We'll be right back with Rama Guko. He has another fantastic interview coming up, which is all about County Watch, and we'll be paying particular focus to Taita Taveta. It has been in the recent past, you know, on the limelight due to so many issues going on with the county government. All that will be put into perspective in not too long. So keep it here. Keep talking to us using the hashtag Good Morning Kenya. My handle is the Jane Wambui, our official station handle at KBC Television, and our SMS line 20154 is the number. So we want to take a quick break, but we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.